This stump right here, and what's growing out of it, is a moringa tree. It is very easy to grow moringa in Florida, even all the way up into North Florida where I am. As you can see, there's an old rotten trunk in there, but around the edges, there's been a lot of new shoots that have come out. That's because they freeze to the ground here in the winter, but they come back. Now, why should you want to grow moringa? Well, it's because the leaves are edible. They can be used as a vegetable, but also because they are incredibly healthy for you. They're not just edible, they're one of the best plants on the planet. They're antifungal, antibacterial. They can be added to scrambled eggs and to soup. They can be dried and used as a health supplement. You can make tea out of them. I have another video on how to make moringa tea. And as you can see, it's also a beautiful plant. They're delicate and that the wood is very weak. However, that's good because you can come out here and do like I do, which is just chop them back so I can get the leaves again, chop them back over and over again. You can also use the leaves as a fertilizer to feed your other plants. I have a few here in this bed, as you can see. I've got moringa here, little one, moringa here. I've even got a little squash growing down there. But the moringas are right here in the middle of the rest of my gardens because they're definitely a big part of our family's health and our family's diet. Anytime I start to get sick, I make myself some moringa tea. Now the seeds look like this. I haven't had any luck getting them to set pods up here in North Florida. However, the trees down south do set pods for me. Even the PKM1 variety, which I'm told sets pods easily, doesn't seem to. And I think it may be the fact that the soil here is very rich and that the tree is not stressed. So they're actually not producing seeds because they don't really feel the need to reproduce at this point. They're very comfortable. So the moringa here, if you grow it from seed, don't expect to necessarily get seeds to plant again. Finally, when you grow moringas, there are a couple of ways you can propagate them. People will often tell you to go ahead and make cuttings where you would just cut off a branch maybe this big and cut a few foot off and stick it in the ground. Sometimes they take, sometimes they don't. I've had okay luck propagating that way. However, it does seem that they don't have near the vigor of a tree that's been started from seeds. So I would rather take seeds like this, plant them in the spring, and grow the trees up rapidly. The vigor of a seedling grown tree is incredible. The root system seems to be a lot better than those started from cuttings. And the trees will grow to this high. I mean, they've grown this high, and by this high I mean probably 15 foot at this point, and it's only summer, and that's from coming back from the ground after the frosts. I mean, it's July 1st is tomorrow when I'm doing this video, so the last frost was in March. This is a very fast-growing tree, and all these were started from seeds and have done very well for me. I recommend planting them in the spring and just letting them go. They'll be 20 foot tall by the fall. Mulch around the bases of them or chop them and protect them, cut them down to maybe 4 foot and put a ring around them with some leaves or something to keep the trunks from freezing. And you'll get a lot of growth coming back again in the spring, and you'll end up with this. This tree's been here a few years. I've got one that's been here for 5 years. Every year it comes back from the ground and looks fantastic and gives us plenty of healthy leaves. So plant yourself a moringa tree. It's very easy to grow and it's totally worth it.